What's going on, everyone? Dave coming back at you with a big PSA card reveal. I believe it's about 110 cards. I sent this in at the beginning of July. PSA, it arrived at PSA July 8th. Entered in their system on September 1st, so about 2 months sitting there, not getting checked in essentially. They started grading it on January 22nd and came to me today, March 3rd. And kind of keep that in mind. So that was about 8 months. So with this being put together late June, early July, let's kind of think back and remember what was going on. Soccer still wasn't huge yet. We do have some soccer stuff in here. I believe the NBA announced they were coming back at the end of July, but the bubble had not officially started. Let's see, what else was going on? The baseball season was still kind of up in the air a little bit, and Mosaic basketball was still relatively new. People were scoping it out, feeling it out, trying to figure out what's what with stuff. So I kind of lay some of that groundwork for some of the cards that you'll end up seeing, and the majority of these, I believe I pulled. If there's any that I didn't, I'll let you know. But I believe I pulled the majority of these. And you'll see 5 stacks here. This is baseball. This is football. A lot of this is Tom Brady. Basketball. And these 2 are soccer. So again, baseball, football, basketball, soccer. If there's a sport you don't care about, you can just watch the stacks move and fast forward. That's up to you. But anyways, grab a beverage, grab a snack, grab your favorite cat. Hang out, because this one will probably be a long talky one. So with that, let's begin this blind reveal. This here is a card I pulled from 2018 update. I think at the time I think I got it from some retail pack that I found at the Target. It had like the little, I forget what they're called, triple play boxes or something, some repack thing. You were able to find update fat packs in there. And this is a Justin Verlander camo to 25. Technically a checklist. And there we go. Got a 10 for 2,500 career strikeouts. So good start to the sub. Next up, Gleyber Torres. Pulled this in that same pack, actually. And PSA 10. His stuff was, I think there's a lot of expectation before the season last year. And it'd be interesting to see now that he's kind of settled in if he lives up to some of the excitement. This here, actually all these draft ones that you're about to see, came from a box from the card shop out in California when I was living out there. Kind of went in my last week that I was there, bought a ton of different wax and stuff, trying to support the shop for one last time before I moved home. So these Bowman draft that you'll end up seeing came all from the same box. So Jordan Groshans, PSA 10, just a base. Hopefully he's getting an opportunity here sometime over the course of this season, maybe be a late season call-up. Nico Horner, who I believe played last year, PSA 10. I think the Cubs are expecting probably a little bit more from him. But good start. Clinic, who I think is now the number 7 overall prospect, if I got that right, or top 10 for sure. Prospect in baseball, PSA 10, awesome. These Bowman Chrome base have just been creeping up in value over the course of time, so that's awesome. This one here, I believe, is the refractor version, yep, of Clinic. There we go, refractor. PSA 10. We are off to a great start in the sub. I did not look at any of these grades ahead of time. I love doing the blind reveals with these. So next up, Jordan Adams. And he's a top 100 prospect. I'd say probably the number 2 outfield prospect for the Angels behind Joe Adell, and 2018 first round pick. Boom, PSA 10. Awesome. Great start. Next up, I even practice his name. I know everybody says Bomb. It's not Bomb. I believe it's Bohm. Alec Bohm. PSA 10, just a regular base. So that box did very well to us. So thanks, John, out in Petaluma, for providing us an awesome box. Nolan Gorman. This one's just the base. PSA 9. And you can see the centering's a little bit fatter there, or the border. I think this is another Gorman. This one is a refractor. PSA 9. Again, a little bit thicker there. Might have had some surface scratches. You can get that sometimes with Bowman. So really good start. Next up, we got Alonso from Series 2. I believe this one was pack pulled. Went to the card shop with my brother, I think, and grabbed this guy. And we got a PSA 10. So this card has fluctuated in value over the course of the last 12 months. It's been really crazy. I think back in February last year, 2020, I bought 10 of these for like 35 bucks each, and then they went up to almost 100, and I think are settled around that $50, $60 mark. Gavin Lux, again, another one that everyone was super stoked on for Series 1. Didn't really do a ton last year, and may not make the big league club this year, coming out right away, but we'll see. That one is PSA 10. I think you can pick this up as cheap as like 35 bucks right now. A lot of those graded, but that can jump a ton for a big market team if he makes the club out of spring training and is the everyday guy and starts putting up numbers. This one, Randy Arozarena. So the only reason why I graded this was because it was rainbow foil. I was digging through my box looking for just kind of anything to get me. At the time, it was a 100 card threshold for the bulk subs, and found this. It was a rookie. Didn't know who he was. Rainbow foil, and this is the type of thing where with PSA increasing their prices, you may not see this because someone's not going to want to take a $25 gamble on this versus throwing, what was this at the time, 12 bucks to grade this one at the time. That's pretty good risk. I think it's going to be a 9. You can see a little bit of white in that corner there. Let's see what PSA thought. Yep, PSA 9. So this would have been really nice to have around the World Series time frame. But 9 on the rainbow foil. And those are tough grades. Pulled that one. Pulled this Bellinger. I think I got it from a Brothers and Cards box. But I know I remember pulling it, but I thought it was from a Brothers and Cards box. That corner down there has got a little bit of wet on it, so I think this one's going to be a 9 as well. But the 69, the black, Cody B. Yep, there we go, PSA 9. And then these are from 2020 Bowman. Pulled all these from Brothers and Cards as well, as I never bought a box of this. So I basically just took all my first Bowman prospects and graded them, regardless of if the centering wasn't great. But again, that's another one of those things that, and I'll talk about this in a future video, where PSA raising the prices might hurt. In terms of some of these guys aren't going to pan out for 3-4 years, if ever, and people may only grade the top prospects. But Johan Diaz, PSA 9. And you can definitely see the centering there much thicker than that. And most of these Bowman ones, if they're not pro ready, they're just going to be going and sitting in a box anyways. Anthony Volpe. Anytime you get a Yankee, first round pick. PSA 9. Again, you can see thicker border there. All right. Everson Perea. Again, Yankee. PSA 9. So 2020 was rough, or we got a rough box. Jarren Duran. PSA 10. All right. Big market Red Sox. We'll take it. Pawson. This card I remember. This is, again, it's just a base card. But I remember this one being off-center. But given he was kind of one of the chase guys of 2020, I was like, I'll just grade it. Maybe I'll get lucky, get a 10. Catch a grader on a good day. That one's a 9, exactly what we expected. Again, you can tell that border there is definitely fatter. But again, 12 bucks a card at the time. Still gonna come out ahead on this one. But I'll probably sit in a box for a while again until he's kind of coming, getting ready to come up. And Laura, who at the time I didn't really know anything much about, but his auto was kind of one of the big chases out of Bowman Chrome. And that got a 9 as well. So 2020 Bowman, not good to us. Only got 110. So that's the baseball. We got football, basketball, soccer. Football, most of these are going to be Tom Brady cards. I kind of went through all my Tom Brady collection and picked stuff out that I wanted to grade. And these were the best that I had. Some of these are pack pulled. Some of these I bought as singles or gotten from folks. But I think all of these are going to be 9s or 10s. Because I tried to be critical on some of this stuff. I believe this is a Father's Day. I know I pulled this one. PSA 10, number to 499. Awesome to get a numbered Brady card in a 10. Phoenix. I know I pulled this one as well. 8. Whew. Ouch. Was not expecting that. I wonder if I got a fingerprint or some scratching or something like that on there that knocked that guy down. I mean, that corner's a little bad, but it's okay. You learn from stuff like that. That'll be one that you put on a lot, just to kind of move. All right, 2017 Prism. I think these are just bases, but my kind of thought process behind this was, 2017 Prism boxes are so expensive that you aren't really going to be coming across a ton of fresh cards from this. So there aren't a lot of folks that will be grading a ton of this anymore. So kind of what's out there for Brady's is out there for Brady's. So first one is a 9. And these are very tough grades as well with the centering and surface. Second one is a 10. All right. I think that's like a $100, $125 card right now in a 10. Another one in a 10. I opened up a ton of 2017 Prism. That was right when I first got back into it. I think everybody that ripped Prism in 2017 wishes that they held on to the stuff that they pulled. And this one I think is a green parallel, and that's a 10. So all in all, pretty solid there on the Prism. And then I think we got a couple inserts coming up. So Brady insert and a 9 MVP Prism. I don't think that one was pack pulled. I think that one is one that I had gotten from someone. Not a lot, but probably got a little scratch or ding or something like that. Really tough with these borders. I mean, you can see that corner down there. It's got a little bit of rounding to it. That's probably what kicked it to a 9. And then the last one from 2017 Prism, Illumination, Gem Mint 10. I think these are super cool cards. Not to be confused with stained glass inserts, but super cool looking cards. Illumination. Brady. So Brady's been doing pretty good. Here we have 2017 Select. This is the premier level. This would be a silver, I think. I think it's going to be a 9. You can see a little corner down there. It's got a little bit of whitening to it. We'll see. Yep, PSA 9. And again, most of these I expected to get 9s or 10s on. And then Vertex Brady. This one, I think I pulled this one from a box. I did a few boxes of Vertex. Wasn't my favorite product of 2017, but very clean, nice looking cards. That one's in a 10. Should be pretty easy grades with the light borders. So, Vertex Brady 10. Classics. We opened a ton of classics back in the day on the channel. This is the redback version to $2.99. And we got a 10. So our gem rate's been pretty good on this order. But again, you got to be tough on yourself. A lot of folks have been saying, oh, PSA is great and tougher. PSA is great and tougher. But you need to be tough on what you're submitting. And I think you'll see gem rates actually go up with PSA pricing going up because people are going to be tough on themselves. You know, I already told you there were Bowman cards in here that I knew were going to be 9s, and I graded them anyways, just in case. But I probably won't do that in the future. It'll probably really be like, nope, if I don't believe it's a 10, I'm not going to submit it. All right, 18 certified Brady. I think this one's a numbered card. Yep, to $4.99 in a 10. That one was pack pulled as well. Opened a decent amount of certified in 2018. 2018 Phoenix. Let's see if this is a little bit nicer to us than 2017. Yep, unmatched in a 10. Nice looking card. And then Prism 2018. Opened a ton of that as well. Again, another product I'm sure everybody wishes they kept a bunch of. Hype. Beautiful. 10. All right, next up, another Hype Prism. Another 10. Awesome. A lot of these pack pulled cards, like if it's something that I'm even going to consider grading or a guy I want to keep or hold on to, like that is going straight into a sleeve pretty much after I'm done making a video or after I'm opening the product. So it's easy for me to help kind of keep those in good condition. 2018 Prism Brady. Out of all the Brady base I had, this was the only good one from 2018 that was worth submitting. Again, got to be hard on yourself. That one's an 8, red, white, and blue. I thought that was a base, but guess not. And really struggling there with 8, but you can see that centering's not good. I mean, you can see the space between the dots there and there. Probably, again, thought would be able to sneak a 9 out, but they did not agree. So, a couple 8s. That's okay. All right, 2019 Baker Mayfield Prism. Now, y'all are going to be asking, why in the world would you grade 2019 Baker Mayfield base Prism? That makes no sense. And then you'll hear the comments, hey, it's people like you that are why PSA is 10 million cards backed up. Well, let's remember the zeitgeist. Like, go back to July 1st. Second year Prisms were a thing. Cards were blowing up. You saw second year Prisms for like all the basketball guys were super hot. You know, so graded this, rolling it into other sports, going, all right, maybe that trend will carry over. And I think I had graded another one as well previously, and I mean these were at the time $100, $150 cards. Well, that one came back at 10. So that'll probably be one that we'll sit on until football season and wait and see what we can get for that. And then 2019 Brady base. That one's a 9. Opened up a ton of retail of this. And retail just always has a little bit worse quality control than the hobby boxes do. And another 9. Haskins, again, at the time, looked like a really good card to submit. Now, not so much. He's probably going to have to sit at least a year in Pittsburgh unless Big Ben gets hurt, since it sounds like Roethlisberger's probably coming back. And that came back in a 10. I think this card got as low as like $40, $50 after he got cut. Not sure what it's up to at the moment. And then Mr. Daniel Jones, Dr. Jones. What do we got? I think this is from a retail box that we might have done on the channel that I think I found randomly at Walmart before people started camping out there for days. So, Daniel Jones in a 10. All right. So that concludes the football. A couple surprises with the 8s. Like I said, most of that stuff I thought was me 9s or 10s. Probably just things I overlooked. Or who knows, maybe it damaged the card, putting it in the card saver 1. Could be. All right, we got basketball and soccer. So again, if you're not a big basketball fan, fast forward, and we'll go from there. This is a Trae Young rookie, 2018, from Donruss, the Rookie Kings insert. I picked this up at the card shop sometime this spring. I think it was like $4. And there we go. PSA 10. Good start there. A lot of Mosaic coming up because I had found some Mosaic and really just kind of graded some of the stuff based off the players. This one I graded Durant because it says Brooklyn Uni, and Mosaic never really took off like folks thought it was going to. And we've also learned it's a really tough grade, so I'm not expecting much from Mosaic here. I'm expecting probably all 9s, to be honest with you, and probably losing some, well, not losing money because they're $12 to grade, but not having a good return on these. So there we go, Durant 9. Luka base in a 10. All right, that's probably $50-$75. Brandon Clark rookie in a 10. And these were all pack pulled into sleeves as well. Cam Reddish, who I know got a ton of hype before the beginning of the season. And then DeAndre Hunter, who was drafted higher than him, has kind of taken over at that small forward spot between the two of them. So I've heard Reddish's name's kind of thrown around in some trade rumors, but we'll see what happens with him. That one's in a 10, like those Peachtree unis. I don't think that one's the variation. No, that one's the regular one. Siku, who had a nice little stretch as a rookie last year and hasn't gotten a ton of playing time since. However, the Pistons look like they're ready to kind of drop a bunch of dead weight and give some of these young guys some time. So I think Siku's gonna start getting some more playing time. I've been able to pick up a couple of his Prism Silver 10s for some pretty good prices. I think he's a good buy. He was the youngest player in the draft that year, and still super raw but talented. That one's a PSA 9. I like the look of that card. Got the long leg sleeve going. Kendrick Nunn, man, this dude's been on a roller coaster. Undrafted, like coming out of college, really came on the scene during the season. And then I think he got COVID before the bubble, and that just kind of messed with them all through their run. I don't know if he's starting at the moment, but Nunn, we got a 10 on the radioactive. That one I'll probably sit on and see if they make the playoffs and if he works his way into being what he kind of was during the regular season last year. Got some RJ Barretts coming up. PSA 10 in a silver. Awesome. Again, these were all pack pulled. And then another Barrett, reactive in a 9. These reactives have not been good to me with some of the Zions and Jaws that we did. Jarrett Culver, number 6 pick in the draft for my hometown T-Puppies. Was really hoping he could turn into that third weapon, but the Wolves just hasn't stayed healthy. I think Cat and D'Angelo Russell, the stat I heard when Ryan Saunders got fired last week was they played 5 games together. And so there just hasn't been that chemistry there. Culver's probably been a disappointment. I could see him getting moved at some point between now and the future. But I think this one will be a 9. Kind of look at that corner there. Yep. Base 9. That's probably sell it for $20 kind of thing. I don't remember if this is the silver parallel or color. Green in a 10. We got some Garlands coming up. I graded Garland a handful of stuff really because he was a number 5 pick. And I know he had a down rookie year, but it was, hey, number 5 pick, why not? Again, $12. It's things like that folks may not do in the future with their bulk orders. That one's a 9. Another one in a 9. Another one, a 10. All right. And again, I always order my cards in terms of what I think are worst to best. So when I do 3 like that, I expect the first ones to be not awesome. And this one is the variation, and actually missed that this was the variation until someone in the comments of one of my videos when I posted it said, hey, that one's a variation. So wanted to grade that, and it came back a 10. I think variations are very underrated. They are retail only though, and in the hanger boxes, but I mean, they have to be probably 10% of what the base rookies are. Taco Fall, again, this is one where you have to remember what was going on at the time. Taco got a little bit of hype last year and whatnot. I think this one's a pink. It is, and a 10. So that'll be a sit on and see if he turns into anything outside of just a good G League player. And a couple of PJ Washingtons. Man, this dude dropped 40 the other night. 42, I think. And then the next game, dropped 3. But PJ in a 10. And Charlotte's amassing a decent amount of young talent. And a pink in a 10. Steph Curry graded this because of the USA basketball jersey. With the Olympics going on, might be worth a shot. And that one's an 8. Ooh, another roughin'. We're never going to determine why, but yeah, I'm sure they're scratching. I mean, you got a bunch of that in retail, and centering's kind of tough to tell unless you know exactly what they're looking for centering on Mosaic. So here's what it is. No big deal. Trae Young. I think this one is the Mosaic, not the silver parallel, but the Mosaic parallel. Nope, I was wrong. That one's the orange reactive 10. Maybe that might be another sub coming up that we got that in. But 10 for Trae Young, second year. Rui. He's kind of started this year slow a little bit, and is developing nicely. And I think he's going to be playing for the Japan national team in the Olympics this summer. So that one came back as an 8 as well. So these oranges were not nice to me. And then a Luka. This is the give and go. I think it's just a regular insert. I graded it because I thought it was a cool insert. In a 10. Give and go. Sweet. All right, that's all the basketball. We got 2 big stacks of soccer. Super excited about this. I bought a ton of soccer this past spring. I was buying 17 Topps Chrome boxes for like $100, 18 Topps Chrome boxes for like $60, and picked up a ton of stuff that was definitely worth grading. So let's begin. Leroy Sane in a 10. Future Stars. Got another one in a 10. And this is kind of perfect timing for this coming back because you got Champions League that's going on, and then you got the Euros going on this summer as well. Messi from 17 Chrome in a 10. And this set is vastly underrated. You look at the pop reports on this set versus like 18 Prism, big difference. I sold a ton of these bases this spring trying to recoup some costs at the time, and should have held on to a lot more of it. Ronaldo, 10. Another Ronaldo, 10. Awesome. We got some Pulisic going on. I said his name wrong for the longest time. I always called him Pulisic, but Pulisic, 10. I guess that's technically his rookie card. That'll be one that's worth sitting on for the World Cup next year on that men's national team. Really has struggled a little bit at Chelsea, but I think Chelsea's just struggled to kind of find their identity this year anyways with all the money they spent. And another 10 for Pulisic. All right, now we got some of the inserts, the lightning strikes, 10 there. And these were all ones I knew he was one of the guys that we're looking for, so as I pulled them, was putting them into sleeves right away. And 10. The other thing I do when I'm opening boxes, I don't put them in sleeves. First, come back, take them out, and then prep them for grading. Basically, I'm cutting the side of the sleeve so it can slide in nicely. Because otherwise, if you're not doing that, you really risk dinging some of these corners when you're sliding them in. And I have found that has definitely helped on my pack fold stuff. Gabriel Jesus for Manchester City. Young guy, Brazil national team. So this will probably be one that'll sit on for World Cup next year. 10 there. Another Jesus. Refractor in a 10. All right. Now we're getting to 18. We got a lot of 18 chrome here. Messi in a 10. Doing really well on this so far for soccer. Ronaldo, 9 base. And these cards are hard coming out of the boxes. I mean, a lot of light scratches and stuff throughout. Not always easy grades. Lukaku. There we go, mint 9 refractor. Neymar Jr. Refractor 9. Bummer. I was hoping for a 10. All right. Joe Gomez. Another young guy. Refractor in a 10. Another Gomez. Green auto in a 10. I didn't grade the auto. I never do that. I don't think it's worth the extra money. And then another Gomez to 50 in a 9. All right. Weston McKennie, got some of these coming up. Man, these are ones that I pulled some Weston stuff from Bundesliga, a couple autos and stuff that I sold that I shouldn't have this spring, but I was still learning. That's part of learning, right? You're gonna sell stuff that you don't meet, that you didn't know. Hey, you should probably should have held on to it. But been playing really well with Juventus this year, and looking forward to World Cup next year. Probably hold this one for that. 75 and a 9. I think that's one that actually I had sent to InvestiCard as part of their partnership program, and they ended up sending me a ton of stuff back. Another McKinney, 99 and 99. Green and a 10. All right. Now we got a bunch of Felix coming up and a bunch of Sanchos. I think like 6 of each. So a lot of these will be base in a 9. Another Felix 9. And another Felix 9. Atletico Madrid had a pretty good season. Like, I think they got knocked out in the other week from Champions League. Another 9. Not doing well in these Felixes. These all came out of the packs. But again, this top chrome, a lot of light surface scratching. Another 9. And last one, can we get 110? Let's see. Felix and 9. So all of our Felixes were bummers. That's okay, because the refractors I pulled from those boxes all got 10s. You saw that in a different reveal. But it'd be interesting to see the Euros, because I think he plays in Portugal with Ronaldo. Sancho stuff is starting to heat up again. I think everyone kind of got a little excited with Holland, but Sancho's starting to heat up in terms of value. We got a 9 there. Another 9. Man, are we gonna go over on all these Felix and Sanchos? Another 9. All right. Another 9. Man, that's gonna be a bummer. All right. Another 9. All right. Last Sancho. These 9s still do super well. I think they do like 150 or so. So not gonna complain there. But another 9. Wow. We got crushed on the, well, I shouldn't say we got crushed. They weren't 8s or anything like that. Was hoping for a couple 10s, but again, refractors I got from those boxes all came out awesome. Another Pulisic. This one again for 2018 to 250. I think it was purple. In a 10. I'll take that. And a Salah. I think this one's just a regular refractor. in a 10. Cool. Next ones are ones that I wish I had in August when the soccer stuff was blowing up, but I think I'm kind of glad that things kind of waited because England could be a very dangerous team for the Euros. And this guy, along with Sancho, who we just saw, could be why. Marcus Rashford. This one's the base, 9. Another base, 9. Man, not doing well on the bases, but doing okay on the parallels. Another Rashford, 9. Rashford, 9. Rashford, 9. All right, here we go. This is a refractor, so it's not a base, so it's got to be a 10, right? Nope, that one's a 9. But we got some color parallels coming up. So, 250. Rashford in a 10. And this one is 150. Is that one blue? I forget. Blue in a 10. Again, I'll take 10s in the parallels versus the base. That's completely fine with me. And then Rashford in 99. I think this one's green. 10. So I will definitely take 3 colored parallels in 10s versus all those base in 9. Completely good with that. A couple of inserts, almost done here. 10. That one's 17 tops chrome. I wonder if I had that. Usually I put all this stuff in the right order for years, but might have had that out of order. Is the year right on there? 2018. Oh, that one might be mislabeled. Another one in a 10. All right, 2 cards left. We got a Pulisic to 99 and a Salah from World Cup. Pulisic, 99, and this one is from the Bundesliga set. I think when I was pulling stuff to go chase some Kai Havertz, or Havertz as us Americans say. But Pulisic, 9 there. And Salah, 2018 World Cup, opened this last winter when these boxes, got a bunch of them for like $40 each before everything really blew up. I think it was going to be a 9. I mean, look at that corner down there. But let's see what we got in a 10. Awesome. So there you go. There you have it. That was almost a 40-minute PSA sub reveal for 110 cards covering football, basketball, baseball, and soccer. A lot of fun. I love doing this kind of stuff. I got probably another 700 cards at PSA. So lots of stuff coming to the channel with PSA reveals. As always, thanks for checking out the channel. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we will catch you next time. See ya!